So what areas does the field specialise within?
We specialise in a number of areas, which principally would be health and beauty, which is our background, the area that we specialise in. I have a background working with blue chip organisations such as SmithKline Beecham, Novartis and Ciba-Geigy over the years, and those roles have often been and in sales and marketing areas. We also specialise in leisure, sport and leisure, in DIY and hobbies, and also in pet care. So there's a broad range of areas that we specialise within, and much of the work that we do tends to sort of be similar from sector to sector. So we're pretty well versed across most of those areas, and if we ever are sort of introduced to a new area, then again the method in which we apply ourselves is often the same from category to category.
I suppose the benefit of specialising in these areas is that you're dealing with the same contacts in the channel time and time again.
Exactly right, and we have established a very good relationship and reputation within the industries that I've just mentioned, and that helps because we are recognised as sort of having a very large portfolio of products within our mix, and of course the background and the relationships that we've built over the years have stood us in good stead.
Mike, what advice do you have for people developing new products for the retail channel?
I think the most important thing is to make sure that a great deal of market research has been done before the process gets too far down the track. Quite honestly, what we would do within the first 2 or 3 weeks of getting to know a product would be to understand the market that it's being aimed at. And if the market research has been done adequately, it provides a smoother ride through to shelf.
How do retailers respond to innovative new products?
Often the response that we get is very good, is very positive. The reason being is that we would ensure that we have, hate the expression, but I'll use it now, we've ticked all the boxes, and quite frankly that's really what it's all about. If the research has been done, if there is an opportunity in the marketplace, if the product performs and has significant unique selling points, if the retail price point is right, if it adds value and the retailers can see a fast turn on the product, then the response is usually very favourable.
How do you approach launching a new product to retailers?
Again, I can't emphasise how important the research is, and again we would spend 2 or 3 weeks preparing this and making sure that we had dotted every I and crossed every T, because for us it is of paramount importance. We don't like to put ourselves in front of the trade unless we've done a great deal of research. So that's the most important thing for us.
Is launch timing important, and does it vary by product sector?
Launch time is absolutely critical to the whole process. Typically when we take a brand on from day one, we'll look at a critical path with regards to its on-shelf timing, and we'll advise the client accordingly. These windows can often be every 6 months, every 12 months, depending on the industry. So clearly there's only one opportunity to launch a product within some retail sectors. Quite often there's 2 opportunities a year. So it's critical to get these concepts sort of on the table as early as possible.
How soon in the product development cycle should clients come and talk to you?
We always advise as early as possible within the relationship. So for this very reason, because obviously if you backtrack from shelf date through to production, we then have a pretty solid plan going forward that we can share with the retailer.
At what stage in the product development cycle can you begin to approach retailers?
We like to approach as early as possible in the product life cycle, because as soon as we have a visual or a product concept, then we like to make the approach to the retail trade, if that's indeed the sort of target market. Because retailers often like to feel that they're involved in any product development, and I think if we can get them on board in the early stages, and we're getting encouraging nods and noises from them at this point, then it sort of stands in good stead further down the line.
How important is packaging?
Absolutely critical. We've established a very good relationship throughout many of the trade sectors that we operate within. We've become renowned for delivering products that speak very loudly from the shelves. We're often in a very crowded marketplace, a very competitive marketplace, and your product has to speak very loudly for you on shelf. we tend to target sort of premium positioning, and with that, obviously the product has to basically does what it says on the box, as it were. So it's a very important area for us.